I pay respects to all the masters of the past, of the future, and the present masters of the whole universe. Now, let us actually look into the aspects of stress. The ramifications are too many, and the whole world is affected by stress, whether it is personal life, family life, professional life, social life. It touches each and every area. Whatever you find as a discord, unrest, disharmony, anywhere, it's all due to stress. The health issues, psychosomatic problems, marital discord, unruly behavior of children, extramarital affairs, rape, arson, murder, wars, terrorism, loss of productivity, job turnout, what not. It extends to each and every area. And in the 21st century, the effects are increasing day by day. In spite of science, the scientific advancement, technology, westernization, instead of de-stressing ourselves, the distress has gone up. The technology has given more free time, but equally people are more ambitious, greedy, amassing too much, and they are confused where they stand. Overall, what is happening? The whole world is undergoing stress: personal life, family life, professional life, social life. Can we do anything with spirituality to manage the stress, to handle the stress? What all we can do? Maybe slightly we will try to understand the stress from scientific point of view and also spiritual point of view, so that we can come out of it, maneuver much more easier. What actually, see, whenever we undergo stress, it has almost like 4 stages. What is this stress? In the first stage, it is called psychic stage, where we are not able to understand the true problems of stress. Maybe slightly you have increased palpitation, or respiration has gone up, BP has increased, but you will not find the real problems within. Maybe little of hormones, the stress hormones like the consumption of ATP will go up, adenosine triphosphate will go up, or thyroxine hormone or cortisols are increasing. But in the next stage, psychosomatic, the first stage is psychic stage, the second is the psychosomatic stage, and third is somatic stage, and fourth is the organic stage. Slightly the mind is affecting, from mind it comes to the body, psychosomatic. So, earlier about I remember about 50 years back, people were saying only 30% of the problems are psychosomatic, but of late the medical fraternity thinks that 75% of the problems are psychosomatic. Frankly speaking, I feel it should be 100% of the problems are psychosomatic. The root of the problem is in the mind. Normally, whenever a fruit is diseased, we do not try to treat the fruit, maybe are the leaves, or the stem, or the roots, or the branch, or the trunk. We directly go into the roots, and in a human being the root is absolutely the mind. If the mind is right, everything is right. All the thoughts now, the psychiatrists, the psychologists, and many of the related fields, parapsychology, it is presumed that all the diseases, whether it is heart attack, ulcer, diabetes, migraine, hypertension, any problem, whatever is the problem, it is all connected with the thinking process. It is all the faulty thinking, and somehow we are so much interested in the extroversion, we forget our own inner recess of our inner being. So, the problems are huge, and we need to understand what our the self is, what our mind is, and where the problems are taking place. Nowadays, many Western scientists are arriving at a conclusion that even if it is a stomach ache, abnormal stomach ache or a colitis, it is absolutely connected with stress. Joint pains, see what they say right now is, let us say whatever you stomach earlier days they used to say everything is hidden in the stomach. It is the emotional hiding place, Hiranyagarbha. The rishis of the past, the mystics of the past, they were actually working on a deeper process. See, there were certain kriyas called Shatkarma kriyas, where they were doing Gajakarni, Jalaneti, and Nauli, Trataka. These kriyas were actually handling the inner process actually. So, this process is taking out most of the impurities. Right now what they say, even if you are unable to see properly, that means because you are blind to the external, you are prejudiced or biased towards the outer, then you get that the eyes are inefficient. Let us say you are unable to hear properly, then you will get the hearing problems. You are not able to go forward to the go forward in the life, then it will result into the problems of the joints. See, basically, and you are not, the love and compassion is coming down, then the blood flow is stagnant and you will have heart problems. You are unable to throw out your past, you get your problems like piles, fistula, or the problems related to the genitals. Many of the problems are they are all connected with your thought thinking process. Perhaps if you call every problem, whether it is even headache or stomach ache, any pain, the pains are more in a person where there is no love and compassion or kindness to the outer. You are not able to, now every process is absolutely going faulty, and if you can rectify even the mind, the thinking process, so many good things will happen to each one of us. So, it is all connected with stress. So, somatic, psychosomatic, psychic, psychosomatic and somatic, slowly the body, the somatic is the body, hereditary principles, wherever whichever organ is weaker, that organ is getting hindered, or certain problems settle in that area. And organic stage, the weakest organ is entering into a problem like organ deficiency, like heart, cardiac insufficiency, or stomach is weak, you will have a problem connected with hypochlorhydria, acidity or something like that, or it will relate to our pancreas is the problem, it is weaker, then it will affect the pancreas and resulting into diabetes. So, many areas are, it is all connected with the stress. The stress, let us understand little more scientifically what normally happens during the whole process of stress. It is said by Dr. Hans Selye, it is a non-specific response of the human body in a given situation. It is the adaptation process. It is a biological, psychological needs are hindered, then it will result into stress. The stress can be due to the external factors or internal factors, but normally in the past the humanity was undergoing stress because of certain other reasons connected with the outer, maybe external pollution or environmental pollution or aggression or terrorism. It was more connected with outside features, but right now it is all because of the internal factors people are undergoing stress. It is all the Arishad Vargas, Kama, Krodha, Moha, Lobha, Mada, Matsarya. These are causing most of the stress, attitude towards life. Actually, the situations are not giving stress, actually it is not the facts, but imaginations around the facts are creating the stress. If you understand spiritually, we will know what actually is a fact and what is an imaginary situations. A spiritual person is supposed to be in the present, in this particular moment, but normally what is happening, you just see nobody is in the present. They move with their imagination, and that is what the Upanishads called as Maya. When you are just absolutely unconscious, you are in somebody's control. It is not you who is undergoing the whole process. You are actually in somebody's control. You are not the person, you are not the person who is present in this particular moment. So, when you are in unconscious pattern, we are not with this particular moment, we are in the loser's pattern, winner's pattern, sustainer's pattern, but we are not in the moment. When you, only a spiritual person who is absolutely meditative in his outlook, attitude and whole of the 24/7, you are, the whole lifestyle is meditative. You are living in meditation, the seeing in meditation, hearing in meditation, drinking meditation, then eating meditation, sitting meditation, walking meditation, sleeping meditation. 24/7, if you are in meditation, then you will be in this particular moment of here and now. But unfortunately, we are not like that. The whole humanity, it is all because of scientific advancements, technological progress, westernization. People have become very ambitious and greedy, and this makes us always look to the future. Nobody, either it is in the past, regrets of the past, or the future, imaginations of the future. Actually, the past and the future are belonging to the time space continuum, but if you are a spiritual person, you are supposed to be in this moment of here and now, which is timeless and spaceless, connected with the eternity. You are with the higher chakras, you are with the essence, you are not with the ego. Absolutely, this is the lifestyle one is supposed to be. Facts do not create tension, only the imaginations around the situation create tension. It is going round the situation, we are tense. We do not, let us say you go to a doctor for certain injection, and the doctor, before poking the needle into the arm, he touches with a cotton swab with some antiseptic, and then even the touch of the cotton swab, you will withdraw your hand. The withdrawing of hand is not because of the pain of the cotton swab, but imagination of the pain is much more painful than the actual pain. So, actually it is, let us say anybody can walk on a railway bridge, railway track. If the railway track, you can run on a railway track, But if the same railway track is almost about, let us say, 500 feet, and you can understand you need railings to walk, or perhaps you will be shivering and your the legs will be trembling. The reason is the fear of falling, imagination of falling. Actually, when you are actually able to run on a railway track, why we are not able to even stand on the railway track? It is only the imagination. Any snake, only 30% of the snakes are poisonous, but it is seen 90% of the snakes, when somebody is bitten, they die, because it is the fear of poison, it kills you. In whatever you consider, it is absolutely as simple as that. The fear is coming in front of you. If you are crossing a bridge, before we cross the bridge, we are at the other end of the bridge because of the imaginations. If I show you a rose flower, immediately your mind shuttles to some point of time where you had seen a rose garden. One small, let us say, smell of tea is enough to initiate a process where you were drinking tea with your girlfriend in your childhood, and then you go to your college days. So, what is happening in the whole process? The mind is so tricky, it does not stay here and now. What do you call if somebody's hand is just, hand, when you want to move the hand, it moves, that is okay. But presume that you are without your knowledge, the hand starts moving. What do we call that hand? You will visit a doctor. It's the body is sick. Similarly, when you want your mind to think, it's good. When you want to think certain area, it's absolutely fine. But when you don't want it to think, a barking of a dog is sufficient to initiate and take you to the memories of your past or imaginations of the future. Maybe in your childhood, when you were having a pet dog in your home, you will go to those days. Or maybe in your school, primary school, where you were bitten by a dog, your mind will go there. From there, it will go to your college days or childhood days or marriage days, but it is never in this moment. So, basically what is happening is, in stress also, even death is not really that serious a issue, but the fear, the thoughts of the next moment will certainly kill you. If somebody, a doctor, let us say, he declares that you are suffering from cancer and you are going to die after an year, believe me, if you are not a spiritual person, if you are not a meditative person, so to called, it is not connected with religion, but if you are not meditative, certainly you will prepone your death. You will prepone your disease, you will prepone your everything. It is now said all the diseases are imagined. Just imagination of death, imagination of fears, imagination of diseases will bring in the disease. See, basically, if you believe, it will happen. The thoughts are responsible for a great process to happen within. That is why all the prayers towards Ganesha, the god of wisdom, the thoughts are the god of thoughts, information, knowledge, and it should become wisdom. And wisdom is possible only with the upasana of Ganesh. The Ganesh upasana is actually meditative living like Ganesh, like Krishna, like Shiva. So, this is basically from the scientific point of view, we are just normally undergoing stress without our conscious pattern of living. It is as simple as that. Let us see what happens during a stress sequence also. Everything is to help you, whether you believe in God or whether you believe in existence or whether you believe in science, whether you believe in energy, it is all one and the same. Whether you believe in energy or Ishvara, E stands for Ishvara or energy, E is equal to mc square, both are true. But if it is only connected with head, energy is okay. If it is Ishvara, jo nashwar nahi hai, that is the aspects. You are with Shiva, the pure consciousness, this is very important. And when what happens, whether it is Shiva or whether it is Ishvara, whether it is existence, whether it is energy, whether it is theory of evolution, you are standing at this point. Your life is real. This moment is real. If you know how to handle, how to be meditative, I do not teach anything connected with sectarian or anything with religious. The basic intention, if you are meditative, you will be healthy, happy, peaceful, harmonious, powerful. Anything and everything is possible in family life, in professional life, in personal life, in social life, whatever. It is absolutely as simple as that. Now, we will understand in the next episode what is the stress and how scientifically and spiritually how we can arrive at positive conclusions, how positive thoughts, how positive attitudes, how positive lifestyle, how everything spiritually you are going to get benefited, and it is so easy. And let us all meditate, let us spread the metta, let us spread the happiness, joy, blessings to each and every person in this universe. There is no boundary for each of the countries, each of the religions. There is only one universe, there is only one religion. The religion, that is the universal religion. The universal religion, nothing to do with a certain sect. It is absolutely as simple as that. If you meditate, if you are divine, you become healthy, you become happy, you become stress free, and the zero stress is actually spirituality. Let us see in future episodes, and I wish you all the best. God bless you.